Hello there. This is just going to be a short video today addressing some of the so-called issues with the Casio f91w. There are thousands, maybe billions of reviews of the f91w on YouTube and the internet, a universally acclaimed classic, and in my opinion, the best bar none knockabout watch in the world ever. There are loads of reasons why this is the best watch in the world, but for me, it boils down to the main elements being it is accurate, super tough, and dirt cheap. It's the watch for the everyman. It's the ultimate hero. This provides everything I need day to day in a wristwatch. But time and time again, I hear the same complaints and niggles about this watch that I just don't think are justified. So this video wants to address those once and for all. The first thing that I always find really annoying in reviews online, particularly on Amazon, so many reviews say, oh, it's so cheap, once the battery runs out, it's cheaper to just throw the watch away and buy a new one. That's so wasteful and such absolute nonsense. It costs about £1 or £1.50 for a new battery for these watches on Amazon or eBay. Buy one of those batteries for £1 or less, or £2, whatever. Unscrew the case back, flip the old battery out, put the new battery in, screw the case back down, there you go. You've saved your watch. It's not going into landfill and it'll last you another 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Jeez, have a word with yourselves. The second thing that I see all the time on reviews on this watch is saying how poor the backlight is. This is in broad daylight and I've got a lamp shining on this, so yeah, you can just about see the backlight there. And while admittedly the backlight is nowhere near as bright as it is on certain other models, again you can't see this, the A700, the A1000, the G-Shocks, etc. This light works absolutely fine. It's like nitpicking for something that does actually work. If it's dark, you press the light button and it shows you the time. It's a bit dim, but it shows you the time in the dark. The light is absolutely fine, and it's part of the reason why the battery life is so good on these. Stated by Casio at 7 years. I would say that's about right in my experience, but I know people who've lasted 10, 11 and more years on the same battery, partially because the little LED here isn't super bright, so it doesn't drain the battery as much as the brighter battery models. But yeah, the light works fine to enable you to tell the time in the dark. Jeez! The next thing that I hear all the time, a complaint about these watches all the time, and on the other reviews I've done of these as well, saying the straps always rot and break, and that these people will get a year or two out of the straps. I just don't understand that. I've worn these watches for, what, 20 odd years. This particular watch, this one in particular, I've had since 2010. It's now September 2023. This was my daily wearer for about 10 years, this watch. I wore it every day, all over the world, swimming with it many times, exposed to all kinds of adventures and everything. Look, what's wrong with the strap? It kind of will go at some point, but I've had 13 years out of this strap so far. I don't understand what is happening, what people are doing to their straps for them to tear. They're really comfortable, I find, and really, really durable. I just don't understand it. So if you've got a concern that your watch is going to fail and the straps are crap and it's going to rot away and fall off your wrist, that's not been my experience whatsoever. The other thing that I see all the time on internet reviews is from people saying these watches are tiny. It might fit a girl or a child, but it won't fit round my massive manly wrists. Well, yes, this is a small watch. I've got an approximately 7-inch wrist, which I would probably suggest is about average. And yes, this is a fairly small watch. That is a plus point, surely. I mean, this trend for huge watches, I hate massive watches. They're big, they're bulky, they get in the way. Is it trying to compensate for something? I don't know. The fact that these are small is a plus point. They don't get in the way of anything. Slim, super light, super small, slips under gloves. Favoured by medical professionals as they'll slip under the nitrile gloves that are worn by those kind of people. They'll slide under your winter gloves, under cuffs. A small watch, a small light watch. Is that not a plus point? Surely it is. Huge watches are stupid. So, yeah, controversial maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I'll defend this watch until my dying day. So I'd like to hear your comments and what you think. A small, cheap, accurate, super tough watch for the everyman of the world. The best watch ever. Thank you very much, and adios.